Great. I hope everybody's doing well and welcome back. My name is VK, and today we're going to talk about a model which I thought it could be quite interesting and powerful because over the past kind of years, there were a number of creations in respect to developments for the models that would contain both individual kind of stocks and crypto. But now I really wanted to see if I could combine one, and I think this is what I came up with. And I'm really going to show you with you from scratch how so far that's probably the most powerful model if you want just to have one model. And then if there's any further kind of comments you can suggest me, just go for it actually. It would be much better if we can do something like this, interactive and engaging. And I will probably next sessions will be diving a bit more how to build a model like this, maybe like step by step. So to start with, you have number one, you will always have like currencies because it's a conversion for the currencies which are selected here, and there is kind of the main model currency, which is the base model. For example, just keeping it simple, let's keep the USD. Brokers, you can select, you can write whatever they are. So I'm based in the UK, but you can, even if you are in the US, Robinhood, Webull, which are actually also available in the UK and most likely in Europe. But whatever you want, you can really drive. You can write it down. You can have different categories for stocks, different sectors, different countries. Again, you name it. But the most important part is that you start with the ticker, and you can type Apple, Amazon, for example, and just Amazon, Tesla, and let's see, NVIDIA stocks. So the tickers for the stocks, you will see it will pull automatically the price and the name. We can quickly categorize, and we're just going to categorize very quickly, so not to waste the time. And I'm just going to do okay, very simple, very Tesla growth sector. I'll do automotive once again. Everything's kind of US based. NVIDIA, growth, technology, United States, technology, Apple, consumer. Okay, as simple as that. So you'll see that this is what we have, which means this is what we have in our portfolio so far. And for the crypto, it's going to be very simple. All I need, for example, if I have BTC, maybe Cardano, Ethereum, ETH, okay, just like that. Perfect. So once again, it's kind of based on tickers. And as simple as then I will type Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. So these are live prices. So everything which is kind of this dark, in this dark bluish violet. What is that color? It's where the formula is, and you don't have to do this manually, right? So this is this is the manual. This is dark green, our manuals, and the rest is formula. You'll see here again. The credit to and shout out to cryptoprices.cc. So once you do the setup, you can move to the accounts. The accounts are going to be are optional, but if you want to track the amount of money you have, for example, transactions I want to deposit, the amount of money in the specific accounts. For example, I'm going to put in Revolut, for example, something like 10K, and with okay, no fees. So what I see here is that at deposit, I have cash available, so far invested, and here is more like account register where I can just make sure because I do have deposit in Revolut, it's kind of shown in Revolut. But for example, if I move to the Webull, I want to have select here Webull, and there you go. So it's just more detail and depth what has happened over the time within the specific account. Just gonna actually pull this just to make sure maybe this is a much better way. So more like central. And then for the trading part, which is like the brain of the model, the functional brain of the model, transactional ledger, I'm going to record number of transactions. I'll add the date. I'm going to add the ticker. So the tickers of both combined, the stocks and crypto will appear here. All in the for example, I'm going to buy. And because we kept Webull, I'm going to buy in USD. I'm going to one share of Apple, maybe 200. and you will see because we bought for 200 total transaction, the cash available now it's not no longer 10K, it's 9,800. And I'm gonna create a number of different transactions. Maybe I'll do Tesla. I'm gonna buy Tesla, Webull, once again USD, two shares, maybe 430 at 430 price, perfect. And let's do another transaction. The only thing which I will do, I will put, because I want to show the way the dashboard would look like, I will do push this to a couple of months ahead. So maybe Bitcoin, I'm gonna buy. Everything is hypothetical, but you can see how much customizable, how much customized it is. So maybe something like at the 70,000. Perfect. So as simple as this. So we have bought Apple, Tesla, and Bitcoin. We do have, this is our total transactions. This is how much is cash you have left. So we don't never overspend. Maybe I'm just going to buy one more in September of this year. Let's go to the Ethereum buy, gain Webull, USD, and maybe we bought one Ethereum at 1800. So we have left only 140 as cash. And the beauty of this is that this is it. Like, this is the brain. This is the most important part, of this model. Because once you move to the portfolio, you have everything here. So you have all the tickers, you have the names, you have units, how much you have actually what I need to use. Let me just do Control C, Control Shift down, Control. Has it happened? No, it didn't happen. Let me just go Command up. So Control C, Control Shift down, Control V, Command up. And that's what I wanted. And look at this. These are all formulas, right? And this is what we have. So it means that on the basis of that, so far we're losing on Tesla, but we are actually doing quite well on our Apple, on the Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are actually doing quite well. And the beauty of this, everything is consolidated in one dashboard, in one portfolio dashboard. Plus, you have cash available, how much your portfolio is valued right now, which once again is also quite an important one. How much it costs you in total, how much you value, and this is your total return on investment. So I think that's the power of this. And when I go to the dashboard, this is where I once again I'll have a look at my kind of like expenditure, how much I bought, what's the portfolio distribution, top 10 performers. I think this is kind of the beauty of this model, and I think that's what it brings and gives you an extra edge in terms of the how much you can add to this, and how to visualize actually just one important you can have everything across just one model. I think that's quite important one. You do have, once again, if you want to have a watch list. So once again, this is if I'll Google something like Apple, this is going to be automatically added. What I could do is you can further customize this, or what I can do is I can also, to be honest with you, I can do the index and match with this. So it kind of pulls automatically from this side, but because it's a separate portfolio and your watch list, it does not necessarily has to be equivalent to the setup, to the stocks that you have there. You can run this separately. But this is very important. This is for stocks, okay? Because that's completely integrated with Google Finance. And lastly, but nevertheless, quite importantly, if you earn some dividends, you can add, for example, Apple. And this is only, once again, this is only for stocks. So, for example, $2 here, and any kind of interest in cash that you have. And because right now you can get some interest on the cash that you earn. Maybe the interest comes on a monthly basis, maybe something like $5. And once again, this is everything is going to be reflected here in cash. And this is our dividend that we got from Apple stock. So this is what I think is in less, we're about almost 10 minutes, but this is extremely powerful in my view. This is just one all-in-one platform for your crypto. stocks. And by the way, this you can either run this just for crypto or just for stocks as well. So I think that this is the powerful stuff, powerful model. That's an upgrade that I've really wanted to do, and ultimately, I want to make sure everything is clear how to build a model like this. And I'm trying to figure out what's going to be a sort of mini course or just really building from scratch. But nevertheless, the model is there. It's available. It's extremely powerful. Use it. I hope you'll like this one as well because I think it's all in one. And once again, thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.